just following a scooter. Story of my life. Next up today, 2007 Ford Ranger, 2.5 turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, high range, low range. It's a chunky fella. It's quiet though, it's 50 miles an hour. Up for sale, £3,950. Except we can't have a quick look around it because I haven't got the... We also have a handy compass. We have a compass telling us we're heading north-northeast, an outdoor ambient display saying it's 10 degrees. Very useful information. It does feel very old school compared to the like the Touareg we drove last week. But then that is a £50,000 vehicle, so Dan's talking rubbish. This will get you where you want to go off-road though. Fantastic amounts of traffic. We're actually in the school's half term at the moment and everybody seems to have come here for a little holiday, which is nice for them. Doesn't give me the rage at all. Dare I say it, pleasant. I think that makes it diesel number 5 that I've liked. I'm really going to have to sort this out. I've got an image to maintain. Can't go around liking diesels. I think the high specification of this truck is down to it saying Thunder on the doors. It's a Thunder edition. In keeping with all the pickup trucks of this kind, it has to have a ridiculous name. It can't just be a Ford Ranger, it has to be a Ford Ranger Thunder. This does have a turning circle of a village. That's in keeping with these things. It's a big old truck, separate ladder chassis. I think we've still got leaf springs on the back, but we're now heading south-southwest. Surprisingly good ride actually. It's good. It's a good indication of why these have all but taken over from the Land Rover. I mean, the cost of a Land Rover versus one of these and the equipment you get makes them very expensive. These are far more reliable, better developed, quieter, they've got more on them. I do think now that the Land Rovers are something which is just almost a toy by people who want to be seen driving a Land Rover. You see a lot of them still towing horse boxes. You go to a horse show, you won't see many Japanese. It'll be all a line of Discoveries and Range Rovers. However, if you go to one of our local estates, you'll see the Rangers, not the Ford Rangers, the Park Rangers, and the people who work on the shoot, they all drive these. If it's got to work for a living, chances are these days it'll be a Japanese pickup, which in a way is good or bad depending on how much you like Land Rovers. We like Land Rovers. We also like sausages, but then that's irrelevant to this discussion. Now we're at 60 miles an hour, comfy. You don't do 60 miles an hour in a Land Rover in comfort. Even the very late ones, they just don't do it. Bless them. Gentleman on his phone. Don't get the rage, don't get the rage, don't get the rage. Just left it really low there and it pulls from 1000 RPM. It's quite a happy little truck. Bob, 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 bob. I was expecting this to be less refined, noisier, and it's not. That campsite there is full, which again, half term. Very easy to drive, even for a man. Hey, Mr. Ranger,